off. That's really important. First time Denver has been the 1 seed since 2015 when it went on to win the Super Bowl number 50 in Peyton Manning's final season. NFC's 1 seed will be the Seahawks. They locked that up Saturday night against the 49ers. Seattle outscored opponents by more than 11 points a game this season. Both teams, though, had a negative turnover differential. Look who's here, you guys. Marcus Spears joining the show.
What up, Swag?
Glad to have you, Swag.
What? Hey guys, I cost us the first quarter. I got to make up these next 3 quarters of the game. I got to make some plays.
Hey, don't
That's my fault.
back in one play.
You got a long
My man,
time.
yep. Slow and steady.
Running the football.
He will. He likes that. Okay, Swag, here's your first chance. Which of the top seeds do you like more heading into the playoffs, the Broncos or the Seahawks?
It's the Seahawks for me. I think I still worry a little bit about the inconsistency that you can see from the Broncos week in and week out. And I think the only question is Sam Darnold, and for the Seahawks is Sam Darnold, and will he be consistent enough? But the thing that I've enjoyed more about Seattle in these last 3 weeks is them on the ground. We had earlier conversations this year about them not being able to run the football at a high level. And I think now that element is added, look, they won the San Francisco game 13-3, and it would give a lot of people pause because we don't hold San Francisco's defense in high regard. But that is a divisional game, and the 1 seed was on the line. There's a lot more to that if you've been out there playing people that you're very familiar with. But between Charbonnet and this backfield and what they've been able to do, I think this team is primed and ready, adding that element to give me more confidence in what they can do week in and week out.
Yeah, I mean, headed into Saturday night's game, Kyle Shanahan's offense looked like the hottest unit in the NFL. And the Seahawks smashed them down. I mean, how can you not bet on that defense? It's like the perfect defense for modern fit football. Their ability to stop the run with light bodies is why it always feels like they have 14 guys on the field at once. I'd put them up against anyone. I share Marcus's concerns about the offense, particularly the inconsistency, but I also echo what he said. The run game has looked better over the second part of the season. And I also look at the field in the NFC, and I think outside of Philadelphia, who have, of course, a phenomenal defense, you got some weak opponents there. San Francisco, Chicago, Green Bay. All of those teams are very offense heavy. The Rams defense is better, but I would put them below Philadelphia. So I think from a matchup perspective, I like how this plays out for Seattle because the AFC has better defenses.
Yeah, Mina, as you know, this defense calls themselves the dark side. They don't like to really be compared to the Legion of Boom because they're like, we're doing our own thing. But offenses feel like they've gone to the dark side when they go.
Putting a lot of people lights out.
Sure. I know. Marcus. Okay, look, point for Marcus. He's back. We love it. RC, on the AFC side of things, what do you make of the Broncos as the 1 seed?
Well, one, I think this defense has proven all year long that they are a team that's a side of the football that's responsible for the 1 seed. I think you draft Bo Nix last in a quarterback draft of AFC playoff contenders or AFC playoff teams. You know, you got the Drake Mays, the Justin Herberts, the Josh Allens, and at the bottom of that is Bo Nix. So what makes me nervous is, can this defense keep them in games if he isn't playing well, to allow him to make some of those plays with his legs, some of the off-schedule things we've seen in the fourth quarters, or can we get a vintage Bo Nix Packers performance somewhere in this playoffs to carry this defense if an opposing team is scoring the way we saw the Jacksonville Jaguars do on their home turf?
I think the concern, if you're a Denver fan, is what happens if he doesn't make the play. Because that's been the story this year. The defense, to your point, is good enough. They stay in every game, and then he's been clutch. And in many ways, he's been clutch with his legs. There's been certain times when he's made a throw or two, but if you look in these high-leverage, high-pressure situations late in games, athletically, that's the thing that happens. And so what happens if you're in a game in the playoffs and for the first time this year it doesn't happen, that he doesn't evade that pressure or he doesn't get away from that sack and go get that scrambled first down? I think that's the concern because it's not all that different from what we saw a little bit with last year with Kansas City. Close win after close win after close win, make the play at the end. And obviously they go to the Super Bowl. But the reality was like you weren't as dominant of a team as maybe the record is.
Also, too, though, so much with why this team is in those close games is because of Bo Nix's deficient play.
Yeah.
It isn't that he's bringing them back because the rest of the team isn't playing at a high level. Many times it's because of his lack of production, and I think that's the part that scares you when you're looking at some of these high-powered offenses you can face.
The good thing, they got to win 2.
That's it.
Right?
The benefit of being a 1 seed.
The best thing that can happen is getting that 1 seed. By the way, inquiring minds wondering if RC and I coordinate our outfits on purpose. I'm not going to tell you whether we did or not, but I am going to say his outfit is a lot better than mine. It's a lot more planned. Mine, I was like, shoot, I got to
Red Pop, y'all look like 2
You've been in
big-ass
17
candy apples.
cities in 1 week.
I know.
And candy apples are excellent, Marcus.
Yeah, they are. Yummy.
Y'all looking good, though. Y'all looking good, though.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.
Full of sugar.
Okay. No, he's
Dan,
trying
way
to back
to block out the red, Dan.
Okay,
Way to
still
be,
at.
way to be.
If my aunt had male parts, she'd be my uncle.
That's my
I
favorite.
just like how he says it so deadpan. Like, Okay, amazing.
Hey, when they answer that question like that, you go, next question.
Yeah, moving on. Or you just answer it that way. Dan, what did you like from the 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers last night?
Trusting that the people around him would see it the same way. I think it's the best Aaron has thrown the ball in 3 or 4 years. But you got to have receivers and tight ends to see it at the same time, the same way. Go to the second half, third downs, trips up top. You're going to get pressure off the edge. 1, the vacancy's right on the logo. 2, when that backside backer moves, prior move, you have to give me your eye right now. That's outstanding. I can't have you be a fraction of a second later or it's an incompletion. Then you go to the seam to Adam Thielen. You have kind of an umbrella coverage, but watch those 3 defenders. The middle safety is going to drop down. When I, as the quarterback, see it drop down, seam is coming your way. When you get past that nickel, I need your eyes to get to me right now because I'm throwing this ball to the top of the numbers. Flawless. I mean, the throw is flawless, but Adam Thielen seeing it the same way at the same time is huge. And I think the biggest third down conversion, RC talked about, is the double move. Prior move, 3rd and 8. Now we get split safeties too. Where do we want to attack? We want to attack the middle of the field. That's where the soft spot, the vacancy is. Now, when you as the tight end make that little move and that defender peeks back to the quarterback to think ball's coming, right when you get past him, I need your eyes back because the ball is coming. That's outstanding. And I go back to a couple weeks ago when Aaron Rodgers post-game said, everybody needs to be in the film room. We got to be watching it the same way. It showed up last night. And I thought it was huge when it came to their pass game.
Yeah, headed into this game, Aaron Rodgers averaged fewer than 3 throws over 10 air yards over the middle of the field. As Dan just highlighted, things came alive once he actually started attacking that void and that space and those man beats. And obviously Kyle Hamilton being injured certainly had an impact there. But I would argue his unwillingness, and it really is an unwillingness that predates this season, to aggressively throw between the numbers has hamstrung this offense. It's just been low percentage throws. DK Metcalf makes it higher percentage, but if you're going to have a defense that's going to give help to DK Metcalf, it's going to be available to them. And as you saw, he throws a beautiful seam ball still. I mean, those were a couple of his best throws of the entire season. Moving forward, Rodgers has to be willing to throw to that part of the field for this passing attack to look like what we saw last night. Before last night, he was not consistent.
And I thought it huge on Friday that the interior